YouTube fans, here again. And I think, why not this one? Why not this one? One of the video nasties back in the golden days of the video nasty era, but also a masterpiece. Bringing band, getting his name out of there. And Bo's Fest for Frankenstein. Now, the actor that appeared in Fest for Frankenstein 1 year after this appeared in another one called Blood for Dracula. It's one day around the world I'll talk about Blood for Dracula. However, Blood for Dracula wasn't thrown with the video nasty list in the golden days of VHS, but Fest for Frankenstein is. And it's not a funny one, this, because when it first came out on theatrical release, yes, I'm not making this up, it was in 3D. Fest for Frankenstein in 3D. That's right, it was in 3D of all fucking things. And it's like ironic, really. You know, you got your typical 3D gimmicks, you know, someone's pulling a pair of ducks out, it's in your face like that. Someone's pulling an art out, it's in your face like that. Some poor guy gets his head cut off, the head's in your face. You know, your typical 3D gimmicks. And like I say, it was a video nasty back in the day. Come out in 73. And that's, I don't mind this one. I don't mind it. It's definitely blood first there. But when you look at films, let's say like Reanimator, Bride of Reanimator, and other films like that, probably in its day it's probably gory, but now when you look at films like Reanimator, Brain Dead, sort of go on. So, you know what I mean? This I don't like because it's all like an Hammered House goes video nasty. Think about it. The golden days of Hammered House, what did they make? They made Frankenstein films, they made Dracula films, they made Mummy, so the list go on. So basically you've got Frankenstein himself. Now this is dubbed, by the way, and the acting is hilarious. The acting is funny as anything. There's a bit in it where he's having an argument with his wife and he says, "You leave him alone, you leave him alone, you sex maniac." And I can't keep a straight face. It is so laughable. I cannot keep a straight face if I try. I can't. So, in the film, you've basically just typical Frankenstein. He wants to create a woman and he wants to make a man. Basically, you could call this could be technically a remake of Bride of Frankenstein when you think about it. So, he gets a woman. And some bits I can see why for its time it was taboo. That's the bit where she's dead. It's playing with it insides. It's getting on top. So I put it in traffic detail what he does when he's on top. Don't want to get in trouble, but so they say what he does. And there's this one other guy, like his magical scientist who works with him. He's got another one, he's a bit weird. And they kill a fella. They behead him, they cut his head off. Again, you got your 3D gimmicks, head near your TV, you get it, it's 3D. And they do an operation to make a man so the scientist can have his wicked ray. The wife, as Frankenstein puts it, "You sex maniac." Yep, she's a sex maniac and she wants to have a wicked way with a man and so on. But I don't admit, there are some good scenes in it. There's really good gory scenes. And I really love to know how they did this scene. And I love to know how the fuck did they do this scene. Because he's got the woman of Frankenstein, right? He's got her. And he's lifting her up in the air, right? Butt naked. And they put her in water. This is like proper deep water. I'm not making this shit up. It's proper deep water. It looks liquid like, but I get it. It's water. No, it's like liquid. But the body's going all the way here, right? It's hard to explain. Can't show the movie, you know, copyright. But the body's there. And he's dipping the body all the way in, all the way in, all the way in. How the fuck does he do that without holding a breath? The only way I can think of it is, did the post the tam no? Did the fucking have a deep sea dive for jumping, you know, put oxygen in the mouth? How did they do that? How? So it's a bit like what interested me. Again, you got your typical 3D gimmicks, you've got this mad guy, and he attracts a maid, he pulls the ducks out. Again, you got the ducks hanging out. I'm not repeating myself, gimmicks. But I didn't mind it for what it was. I didn't mind Fest for Frankenstein for what it was. I didn't mind it. So without ado, this is actually a quite good film. Like I say, it's a very good film. There's a lot of good story bits in it. A lot of though the acting is a roots. It's hilarious. I don't think it's supposed to be a comedy, but there are bits where the acting does come across as a comedy. The actor that plays Frankenstein, which funny enough would appear, like I say, 1 year after in '74, Blood for Dracula. And I like both of these films. I just find it funny that Blood for Dracula is when the blood and door wasn't a video nasty, but Fest for Frankenstein, oh, that's a no-no. And it's quite funny because you still can't get it today on DVD. Today, you can still not get this on DVD. You'd have to order it, get it online. How can I put it? You'd have to get it fucking imported and so on, right? You'd have to get it imported. But for what it is, I enjoyed it. Like I said, there's some really good story bits in it. I'm not going to lie. So what happens is, the set's made that wife, I've just got to that. Dad had the wicked way with the man smothers her, kills her. Then the woman goes mad. He has no option but to kill the woman. He gets stabbed in the ducts by the man. Frankenstein's having his ducts out, your typical 3D gimmicks, and dies. Then the woman, the man, fucking monsters, whatever you want to call them, they both die. And I do actually like the way he's got kids in this, which I thought was interesting, actually. I've just got to say that. Frankenstein's got 2 kids, a little boy, a little girl. And you got the idea the psychopathic, because they get the one who is helping, the assistant, who funny enough also appears in Blood for Dracula. They lift him up in the air with these ropes, and it ends like that, where you got a feeling they're going to kill him, they're going to do experiments on him, whatever. And like I say, it ends like that. So the ending, I could take it or leave it, a little bit downbeat, but a little bit of a twist to it. You know what I mean? You got the idea that the kids are going to be little psychopaths, just like Daddy, Frankenstein. But for what it is, I don't mind the film. For what it is, I don't mind the film. I think the film is very good. I think it's a good paced film. Like I say, a lot of horror elements, a lot of tropes. It does feel more like you're watching an Hammer House film, you know. The golden days of Hammer House. To repeat myself, Frankenstein, Dracula, the Mummy, all that. And it's that same really that this actor didn't do a next one. I would love to see what would happen if he did a mummy film, or maybe a werewolf film, or whatever. But like I say, he only did Fest for Frankenstein, and then, like I say, 1 year after did Blood for Dracula. And like I say, if this went on, this became a video nasty. And looking at it today's standards, yeah, there's some gory bits. There's lots of blood, lots of gore. It's your typical over the top blood and gore. You know, some woman gets her ducts ripped out, ducts hanging down. You can see the fake as fucking anything. A guy rips an heart out, points it in your face, your 3D gimmicks. You can see it's fake. The blood over the top. So in looking at today's standards, when you look at films, let's say like Reanimator, Bride of Reanimator, Past It Taste, and films like that, I don't really feel it should have been a video nasty. Yeah, it was gory probably for its time, but looking at it in today's standards, and looking at some of the other films like I've just said, I do feel it does deserve a place on DVD. Fuck it, shoot me. I feel this film should be re-released now, uncut, on DVD. But whether it will be, but that's Fest for Frankenstein. I'll give it a 3-star rating. It's not a great film, but I respect it. It's brought by that Hammer House feel, but made it more gorier. So into them, be smart, be safe. See you later.